Ladies and gentlemen,
This is the Entertainment Buzz.
Hear me told ya.
Yo, yo, yo. What them say? Up to the buzz. Me don't know. The buzz.
you know how we roll.
This is the Entertainment Buzz. Further on in the buzz.
That is why they pirate our things. And them searching and searching. Like what just wanna clip them away.
What we gonna do right here is go back, way back into time.
Sky, are you? All the respect them eyes so good. Like a flag. Hear me now. So about it. Dig it way.
Entertainment Buzz are the real thing, man. Sight.
And now, our feature presentation.
Yes, sir. We want to say a very special welcome to the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. Also want to say welcome to our listeners. Big up to those of you who are listening via the IRFM mobile app. And for persons who are just simply logged on and listening to the 107s right across the world, big up and welcome.
Well, we want to say a special welcome to all our friends. My voice is a little hoarse because we've been, what you call...
Outside?
extracurriculating over the weekend. That's a word. We want to let our friends know, all our listeners, that they can feel free to follow us on our social media pages. Instagram, IRIFM_JA. Twitter, IRI_FM. And also Facebook at IRIFM. It's been a busy weekend.
I know. And can I say this to you, pal? Thank you so much for that lovely video message that you shared with me with Mr. Freddie McGregor, living legend. That was absolutely beautiful.
One of the nicest things is that I saw a lady backstage, and then I saw Joseph Bogdanovich. And you know, this is Joe. So, Bones, where are you going? I said, I would love to see Freddie. Well, I'm going to go check him now. He's in that big bus. And I just followed Joe back there. And when we walked in, the first thing Freddie said to me was, Bones and Kishima this, you know. Me say, Freddie, Kishima there, you know.
Oh, gosh.
And then he said, oh, I'm a friend. That me say, all right, here, what me could just get one like a bad mind video. And we just send the video.
It was absolutely beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah, he was.
It was such a good-minded video.
Good-minded. Yes, that is the right way to say it.
It was beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, we really enjoyed vibing with him and hanging out with him. And as much as he has suffered a stroke, the mindset is positive, and he's doing his best to recover. But we love him because of how he's treated us over the years. Yeah, I love him.
And his performance was so powerful. And tonight, of course, we're going to be having his sons, Chino and Stephen McGregor, join us a little later on in the show. But your immediate reaction, Bones, because you were there inside Catherine Hall for the two live performances. Quickly, a synopsis. I mean, your take on night one and night two.
Night one, I just believe that there should have been a balance in terms of the talent that was on stage. A lot of young talent was on, but you can't go around or you cannot circumvent the veterans. You still need one or two of them there to strike a balance. There were some great, I think that they performed well, apart from one of them who caused bad word and then take him off of the stage. And I can't remember. Baker. Him baking himself. Because one of the things that I couldn't understand is that Pretty Boy Floyd
several times.
Yeah, Pretty Boy Floyd interjected in the performance, didn't come on stage. But he said to him, we know you're a professional artist. We're going to ask you to stop cursing on stage. And he big up the police officers, and immediately, as he big them up, in a bad word. And I said, this brother obviously not processing what people are telling him. And then they took him off, and I was backstage. I always say about 5 or 6 police have him. In foot was even off the ground. He went as a levitate, so they just take him off and gone. I don't know where they went with him. But overall, and I'll lie, I think this year's SunFest was a little lacking in terms of they did a lot of changes, and I think some of those changes were good. Some of them were not that good. Your bands that we would normally get that would go certain places don't do that anymore. So it felt very segregated in terms of where you could go, where you couldn't go. Another thing too was I think the crowd was not as strong. There was a crowd, you know what I mean? They will always get a crowd.
The interaction wasn't there. And, even watching it online, of course, you're not getting the crowd response and that kind of vibe on location. But
definitely,
watching it through your screen, you're getting a great view of everything that's happening. It's a front seat view you're getting. And what we could see, the Reggae SunFest stage was brilliant. Just their setup,
absolutely.
throwing to and fro between Wayne and Tammy and other presenters on location. Just that whole flow of things that you saw online that was just, well put together. You did notice that the crowd could have used some sort of energy. They weren't like crowds that you would see, at a European festival and how they are railing and they're getting into the performance. We didn't
you're
see
absolutely right. One of the things that I noticed is that, when you're doing things online, you can fix it to look a certain way because you can do the angles and you can do the right editing to make it look. But the crowd was dead in certain, in want of a better word. And on top of that, the crowd was not as thick. This was a thin crowd.
Both nights you're saying had a
the dance hall night, the first night was crowded,
right? They got a better support,
but the second night was not. But I tell you something, the performances for both nights were great. The people delivered. I just always believe that there has to be a mix of established people and the young ones. The young ones did very well. I won't lie to you. Dance all night. They represented. They performed. Apart from baking himself. Other than that, it wasn't bad.
But Pal, do you think? We know over the years, like a Jamaican crowd is usually very difficult to please.
Definitely.
Do you think that there has been a decline in terms of crowd response, or is it that the entertainers are not able to ignite them in that kind of way?
No, I think it is the entertainers probably not igniting in a certain way. I'll tell you, when the performances got hot, things like Boombox, when they had the originals with the Harry Toddler, the General B, because you still had a generation of that era there. And when they came on, to me, one of the highlights for me was the tribute to King Jammies.
No, that was really beautiful as well.
It was very good, and the people screamed and they cheered for that. So this is why I said one of the things I liked is that they had those veterans there, but in terms of an official set of a one man coming on to do his thing, I didn't see that happening. So that was one of my pet peeves with the festival, and the way they did the logistics this year, which was just difficult. You couldn't move the way you want to move, and one time you turn, so them tell you, say, all right, that no longer work. You have to go. We'll walk all the way around some other part. Those things were a little difficult to deal with, but other than that, the festival was good.
Night 2 was my favorite night.
Definitely
absolute favorite night.
Mine.
Before I get to night 2, I just wanted to highlight some of the things that were magnified watching the festival online. You realize that a lot of entertainers still do not know how to properly hold a microphone.
Coughing the mic.
They were covering the microphone,
I don't know
which
why
made
they do
it
that.
difficult to hear them.
Yes.
You could see that a lot of them, their health is not in tip-top shape. Too many persons were out of breath.
Yes.
When you look at a stage show, you know how entertainers work a stage and they're jumping and they're moving from point A to point B. You didn't get a lot of that, and that is because it was clear that they weren't able to do that. We didn't get a lot of creativity as well. We used to getting a lot of creativity on the Reggae SunFest stage. More entertainers need to invest in their craft, especially when it comes on to night 1. Like, try to get backing vocals, get little things to enhance your set and bring your performance to life. And finally, Pal, they have to understand and know the difference between projecting your voice and shouting. We got a lot of shouting just watching. Just watching.
You remember now?
That was really wild.
those points that you brought up, very important. And as I said, the artistry, there was no creativity in the performances. Remember, back in the day, it was a production going on stage. Somebody come out with a skit in costumes and something leads up to the performance. None of that happened. I remember back in the day when Cartel was on there, and Cartel come on there with 5 or 6 policemen hold him in an orange suit.
Macadam, and I think one year when Monio was hot, she was like in a bathtub with Money, and her costume was a Money costume. Just people thinking outside the box and bringing their performance to life. And who knows, maybe that is perhaps one of the elements why persons were just anticipating and wanting more, and they did not get that more.
They performed, but they did not create. They did not do a precursor, a lead up to this big performance, and it was lacking in that way. And on top of that, as I said, I just didn't like how they configured the venue this year. It was difficult to traverse it in terms from backstage to front. You could just walk around the corner and go, no, you can't go there. You have to go round somewhere else. So it was difficult to traverse. So I don't know. I think that they have tightened up on certain things. So the festival became more efficient, but it was inconvenient. That's the best way I could say it. It was just inconvenient.
And because you were there to work as well, so you still had to be able to maneuver the venue, like freely.
You want to walk to the front and be able to come back and give a report. But when you go back there, now you're saying, oh my goodness. So sometimes I'm late for the link because now I could normally just walk through the gate and come backstage.
Yes.
You walk all the way around a way and come back. So I don't know. They need to do something different next year in terms of parking, and there was a whole heap of mix up with car passes. People couldn't park in the venue, and so I don't know, but I have to.
Okay, so there were some issues there regarding logistics, like you're saying. But night 2 for me was just absolutely beautiful. Unlike night 1, so many persons on night 2 did well. Minister Marianne Hall, her set was absolutely memorable, awesome. So too the McGregors, the living legend Freddie McGregor, that was beautiful. Morgan Heritage, Kabaka Pyramid. Look, we can just go on and on. There were so many great moments on night 2.
I don't want to be biased, but
Mr. Big A.
That is exactly what I was going to go to.
Look,
so let me tell you something. So Big A was right by me backstage before he went on. One piece of suit there. Remember me tell you.
Hello.
And Biggs was like, I'm gonna calculate what he was going to go up there and say. And when he was going on, he just went on and he was just fluent, flawless.
He is just, so awesome. Like
the
that
man
is
says
what
she was
MC
under the
is about.
sycamore tree. No, so she's under the tree of Christ or something. I don't remember what he said, but it was just so fluent, and the introduction was great. So big up yourself, Big A. He did great.
No, all the time. Yeah. Really, really great. And, I know the anticipation for Minister Marianne Hall was like really high. Like persons wanted to know what they were going to get and what she came with. And she delivered, she worked it. She's absolutely the queen of stage. You saw her moving and she wasn't out of breath. She had breath control, her voice powerful, and just literally showing them how it's done.
You know what I like with her? This woman knows how to focus. When Big A called her on, I was still backstage. So she come and she hugged me and she kissed me and she gone on. All of that. She was ready. She blew me the kiss again and she said, "Me so talk to your bones." She go on her and she gone and she just ripped it. So big up yourself, Marianne. Love you, darling. Keep doing what you're doing. And she gave away a lot of Bibles. I think about 2,000 Bibles.
Where is your Bible? Did you get a Bible?
I don't need a Bible.
But you did get a hug and a kiss.
And my Bible is always online.
Okay.
Yes.
I hear you.
I'm a digital Biblican. That's right.
Okay. And we also have to get into some hot topics, Bones, because so many things
but
happen.
I'm seeing a big up here also.
we have a big up as well. So do you want us to jump to the big up?
Let's
and
do
then
the big
roll
up,
back?
and this is about the Lobster Festival. So let us
Yes.
talk to Talissa
Taylor.
Taylor, and she's the publicist and event planner
Hi,
for Lobster Fest.
Talissa.
And Mike, one of his me took me to snookums this. Talissa.
Hi guys.
How
And Talissa,
are
and
you?
she's same one.
She's same one. I
She's-
didn't want to burst your bubble and tell you. I wanted you to hear her voice first.
Hello, Talissa.
Hello, my darling. I'm so
Ooh.
happy to be talking to both of you. I'm still a little bit hoarse.
Me
from
too.
SunFest.
My voice pop
know?
down, my girl.
Yes.
Why we
but
scream
it
down
was
the place.
Amazing.
So
And
look,
I agree with everything that you and Kashima said tonight. So that's amazing.
see,
Awesome.
and she was there, and she went there work too, you know. What?
Yes.
Man,
So Talissa, everything lobster. Call me love a lobster. So
yes.
Lobster
I
Festival.
hope-
Tell
I
us
hope
where.
you're going to be there.
Where is it? When is it?
Mhm.
What time is it? What's the admission? And tell us all about the lobster fete. What are the offerings we're gonna get for our palate with lobsters? Give us all
Alright,
the info.
So, Lobster Fest is actually this Sunday, and it's going to be at Hope Zoo, which is Hope Gardens in Kingston. It's going to be amazing. When I say amazing, I mean amazing. I'm a lobster lover. So, you know, it's all you can eat.
Wow.
And when I mean all you can eat, I mean the lobster not going to finish on you. It is all
Okay.
you can eat. It's from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. And it's going to be very, very good. We have such an amazing menu. And even if you're not a lobster fan, there are also other options for you because we have other seafood options. We have chicken on it, we have pork on it, and we have vegan options. Because we understand
Yes.
probably a family member wants to come, but you're not necessarily a lobster lover, but you want to come
Yes.
and enjoy it as well. So
Yes.
we made sure to have such a diverse menu that people can come and enjoy just all the amazing food that we have there. And the good thing about Lobster Fest is that we have some celebrity chefs, Chef Steele and Chef Osborne, and they're going to be doing live food stations where they're going to be doing their lobster pastas, their lobster tacos, their lobster bruschetti, and so many other amazing lobster live dishes on location for people to go and see and enjoy and taste this amazing preparation by the chefs. In addition to that, we have the wine bars as well. We'll have wine cocktails. You know, a lot of people don't know you can make cocktails from your wine. So we'll have wine cocktails. No, the wine is not inclusive in the cost, but it is, again, a food-inclusive event. But the wines are going to be amazing from Old Tavern. We also have performances. We're going to be blessed by Jai Kingston and Kevin Downswell, who are going to bring it to us, you know, because we can't do it without God. And of course, a little bit later in the night, because this event is by Savage Entertainment, so a little bit later in the night, we'll have all of Savage artists, including Suspense, as well as Richie Stevens will close the show. And it's going to be so amazing because you're getting a mixture of, not only are you eating all you can eat from 2 to 10 o'clock, but you're also getting good music, you're getting performances, live cooking sessions that you can learn how to prepare your own lobsters and also eat from the celebrity chefs. So it's just a wholesome experience for all of us to enjoy.
So tell us
And
that.
She not leave out anything in her bones.
No,
You
no,
don't
no.
leave out- just the
Admission,
admission. Just the
Now,
admission.
you and I know Bones because we love lobster. Lobster is my favorite food.
Me too.
So we go to a restaurant where we're spending roughly $4,000, $5,000 for one dish of
Sometime
lobster.
all 7 or 8,000.
Oh my God, based
Yes.
on the size of the lobster. Let me just add to that, we have Lobster Belly, who's going to be doing Helsha style lobster. And that means that you're getting a full lobster tail. So we're not just talking about lobster meat. And we're not talking an imitation lobster neither. We're talking about real good food. So with that, you know, and knowing the cost of the lobster, our ticket is just $12,000. Just $12,000 free sold and $15,000 at the gate. And you eat all you can eat from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
That's cheap.
And no, you're not gonna get it
That's
anywhere
cheap.
else.
That's cheap.
You're
And,
not
and,
gonna
and
get it
because
Here, I'm
15,000
allergic to
is
shellfish, but it sounds fantastic, and I love the fact that there is also variation for persons who can't go the
Definitely.
lobster route.
So we're gonna work.
Absolutely love it.
Kishima gonna work with the chicken.
Oh,
I have to work with
that's
other
what you
things.
should.
You work with the pork too?
I'm gonna work over to the wines.
Oh, the wines. Where you gonna pay extra for that?
I think the best part of this event is just the fact that IRISN is a sponsor of the event, and it's just going to be amazing because everything that IRI is a part of is amazing. So,
But listen, I think the best part of this event is that you're gonna see me and I'm gonna see you.
And you're both gonna have lobster.
Yes, a lobster. Yeah, you're right, and you know that you have the real lobster tail.
And look here, Tanisha. I hope we're still talking about the event.
For you, Shiva, we have like jerk chicken with honey barbecue rum sauce. We
What?
have jerk pork with Scotch bonnet chutney sauce. I don't even know if I pronounced that right.
Right.
But somewhere along there. And we have Mexican seafood pasta. We have Jamaican style steamed fish, Helsha style escovitch fish, and those are our non-lobster options. I can't even.
Okay,
I can't even
nice.
start telling you how amazing the menu is. And to top off all of this, you know, when you go to all you can eat event, they normally give it a little small sample plate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you have to go and join back this long line.
A big plate, yeah, give it.
Some food. We're giving you the normal plate. So you'll be getting those normal plates for you to go ahead and enjoy your full meal and go back in the line as often as you want because it's from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
The only thing me worry about.
Takeaways, you can't take away any food with you. Go home, but enjoy it.
No, you can't carry. You can leave with it in your belly.
Definitely.
And here's another thing. No, you cannot give me a big plate and give me half the size in the big plate.
No, man.
So a full thing may get me a forward. So look out for me.
It sounds absolutely good, and I love the thought process and, you know, how everything was just carefully analyzed, and, you know, you put the patrons first. Absolutely love it.
And it's touchstonelink.com to get your online tickets. We have a sale happening right now. It's a one-day sale only, so midnight it closes, and it's at $8,000 now online. $8,000 online.
Give me the email. Give me the email. May I go online right now.
Touchstonelink.com, and it's only today alone that's available for $8,000. After that, it goes back to the $12,000.
Okay.
All right.
Felissa, thank you so much for talking
we
to us.
wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Much love and respect.
You'll see me, darling.
All right. So Taylor, publicist and event planner for Lobster Fest. Absolutely looking good. I know everybody has heard by now, veteran dancehall artist Mad Cobra has been released on bail after being arrested and charged in South Carolina in the United States for alleged cocaine and gun offenses. According to the Florence County Detention Center's website, the artist, whose given name is Stuart Everton Brown, was released today as his bond was posted. And as you know, he was detained yesterday by deputies in Florence County following a traffic stop along the I-95 highway in South Carolina. Police say the 55-year-old was driving a black BMW sport utility vehicle when he was signaled to stop for speeding.
Cobra. Really?
Yeah,
Cobra.
that is wild.
Really?
But, you know, of course, the matter is still before the court, so let us see how this...
You know, one of the things is that he got stopped in South Carolina. They don't play that way down there, you know. It's a strict place. So let us see where this goes. Unfortunate, one of our own in terms of a veteran dancehall superstar who has created such great music get caught up in this stuff. So
in a situation like this, absolutely.
Yeah, man. So let us see. We'll be giving you updates as we get them. But as you say, he was released on bail. And so he's out and about, but he may go back.
Definitely keep you posted. And you heard about Sinead O'Connor, like a year after her 17-year-old son died. You know, the Irish singer and activist died at the age of 56. That is just so young. A cause of death was not disclosed, but in a statement, the singer's family said, quote, "It is with great sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved Sinead. Her family and friends are devastated and have requested privacy at this difficult time," end quote.
It's difficult. We were talking about SunFest earlier in terms of the challenges that we had with it. And one of the artists who were booked to perform, and she did perform, was Tanya Stephens, and she was not happy either. So entertainer Tanya Stephens says her 2023 performance at Reggae SunFest will be her last at the festival. In a clip making the rounds on social media, It's a Pity Singh J revealed that even though her performance was fun, she wasn't pleased with a few things leading up to her set. The outspoken entertainer shared that her contract indicated that she had 45 minutes, and she rehearsed for that time for pretty much a week. Tanya said that she was informed that she only had 30 minutes while on her way to the venue, which resulted in a change in her energy, which it would change your energy. She also taught what is her one? The Bun Walk DJ. She rude, you see.
Boom Walk.
Boom Walk. Also shared she loves Jamaica dancehall and reggae, and was happy that she gets to do this for her fans. But the hypocrisy that exists and the lack of respect for the culture are some of the reasons why the patrons turned out for event are going down. She continued by saying artists can perform in other countries without the restraints as Jamaica. And the outspoken entertainer ended up by saying, "Uno na simi back yaso." I saw what she posted, and as she said, the segregation was a problem. When I went there, I know the people, so I could move to a point. But it was obvious that it was just difficult to move, and they were kind of crass, the security, some of them, So I don't know. I think they were trying.
I guess that is something the organizers will have to look into. And like you said, that it was different in comparison to last year. So maybe they're trying to find their footing in that regard.
I agree with that.
You're saying that wasn't it.
That wasn't it. They need to find another footing. All right. Another big thing that's coming up.
A dream weekend.
Oh,
my
gosh.
You're heading there, so you better get your voice back.
I don't need my voice there. I need my
You need your waistline.
I need my waistline, baby. I don't need my voice. I need my waist.
I hear you.
So we're going to be talking to Shefton Campbell.
Promoter.
One of the promoters. Dream Weekend is a bunch of promoters coming together. So Shefton Campbell, welcome, sir.
Greetings.
Shefton, I'm not get no ticket for Dream Weekend. You're not going to go in a youth.
No, man, your ticket them send, man.
You think you're easy. So, Shefton, Dream Weekend, one of the premier party series that always happens every year. We're looking forward to it. Tell us about Dream Weekend and
the
all
series.
The
kicking
series
off on Friday and culminating on Monday.
Tell us everything you can tell us about the events.
All right. Well, in a nutshell, first of all, we have to understand now that Dream Weekend is the Caribbean's largest dancehall party. That you experience that you can possibly have. It has evolved into a festival, and this year Campari has come on board to be our title sponsor. So we have to big up Campari at all times as part of their leveling up the summer campaign.
Right.
They partner with us to just increase their presence and making the whole event and party experience in Jamaica even better.
Right.
We start in the grill. That's
got to be the spot, brother.
Yeah, so we start in the grill on Friday, July 28th. Our first event is Celebrity Playground, and we're not even building into anything great. We're kicking it off with high energy immediately as the weekend starts. Celebrity Playground features King. So, you can just imagine what, if you've heard of King's performances, seen his performances.
Very high energy, for sure.
Very high energy, he's giving you that. And the next day, we're going into Daydreams. And again, we're kicking it up a notch.
I might party that.
We're going to be on the beach, and that party features Shensia. So,
that made me even more want to go. Shensia, baby. Yes.
From there on out, with the two parties a day, so right after Daydreams, we have Yush. And Yush features Wayne Wonder. Yush is a 90s.
I love that party.
And today's Wayne's birthday. Happy birthday, Wayne Wonder.
Yeah, and Wayne, exactly. So
does Quiz still do that party?
No, she's not. She's not a part of the.
Okay, because I know that was one of her babies back in the day.
Yeah, so
big up Quiz.
And then
the
next day which is the 30th, we'll move on to the People's Party. Probably, the most anticipated party of the calendar, which is Big Bad Wet and Wild.
Oh,
Wet and Wild
when we know who put on that.
Water park.
Kamal. Mr. Banky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So, that takes place at Kura in the water park. It's going to be huge.
Can I be honest with you?
For you.
That is my favorite party.
The beauty about Wet and Wild, you usually get a little shower.
Yes, but it's good to get a shower there because you're already wet and wild.
Exactly.
You understand? So that is a big party. Big party.
Yeah, man. We keep and upward that starts early. That starts at 12, ends at 6, and then we have World Vibes. No. World
yes.
Is we're switching it up a little bit, and we're inserting a little mini sound clash.
Oh, nice.
So we have Tony Macaron on the lineup. We have Bank on the lineup. Code Red. We have some big sounds on the lineup, and then we're topping it off with a performance from Chronic Law.
Oh my goodness! On a rich again, win again.
So we're not dropping it none at all.
Same, so definitely not.
The next day,
we're
going back to the beach, so we're giving our patrons access to the water.
Yeah.
And we have morning after, which is a brunch series, with a brunch party now.
Right.
And that event features Stark Ashley.
Nice.
Okay.
So it's a nice, sexy event. And then later in the evening, now we're turning it up a notch with Island Beach. Now, Island Beach is our newest event.
Okay, tell us about that.
In our partnership with Ramesh Entertainment. So it's Dream Entertainment and Ramesh Entertainment doing Island Beach that night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So big up Ramesh. And that event features Rose Dunn, which is our dancehall newest sensation. We have Ding Dong Ravers. Ding Dong, they need no introduction.
Right.
And then, of course, international recording artist Steph London is on that event as well.
Oh, Steph London. Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, man. So it's a nice event. And then on the final day, which is August 1st, we're going to a next big event, Igloo. Now, if you know
wow.
Igloo can't flop. So
yeah, me gonna leave the venue, yeah, because it's a party at too much though. Too much party, no. Me gonna leave.
Igloo features Valiant.
Yes.
So it's going to be it's a strong lineup. It's a big weekend. It's high energy. People can expect a lot of fun and safe fun. We want them to drink responsibly. We want them to feel safe and secure within our space. So we're ensuring that everybody feels like a VIP, but feels safe, enjoying themselves as well.
Absolutely. I love that. Now, can you tell us the admission for a season band? By one band, you get to go to all the events.
And then you can give us the individual prices each party.
For each night
right.
or each day.
Simple. I want to impress upon people how important it is for them to get the season band. No, the season bands are already sold out online. So we have no season band online, so nowhere it's only outlets. And our outlets, I can tell you, Loud Fashion in Half a Tree Bargain Mall, Montego Bay, we have Lounge 2727 on Jimmy Cliff Boulevard, and Negro Service Center in Boardwalk Shopping Village, and Boulevard Home Depot at Boardwalk Shopping Village. Our other two outlets, they've been sold out, so we're not even going to go back there. The season ticket is 64,000. And at 64,000, that gives you access to all 8 events over the 5 days. All 8 events are food and drink inclusive. Right?
Okay.
So, yeah, man, full VIP.
That's reasonable. That is reasonable.
Right. Yeah, man.
Chef Tin, me just locking your number. Me I call your man, and if you go around me, me in a problem. Me just locking your number. Me and you in a problem tomorrow. That party is going to be awesome all the weekend.
Yes. It sounds exciting, and people know the kind of vibe to expect when you go out to a dream weekend. No, absolutely. And we wish you all the best. I mean, it's usually a successful series.
Chef Tin, we know this is a great event. All these series of parties. Negril benefits from the economic activity from this event, these events. And we want to congratulate you and your team for doing this every year, because Negril is a beautiful place, and then you also inject so much investment into the parish. So we give thanks And continue
big
to do
up.
what you're doing.
Yeah, man.
Continue to do what you're doing, my brother.
Yes, thanks. Thanks for having me.
All right, Shefton.
All right,
So
no problem. So that's Dream Weekend. So
Shefton
be
Campbell.
sure
Yeah, one
to
of the
get
promoters.
ready for the weekend. So Bones, no time to rest. Be
Why
ready.
rest? I'll rest when I'm dead. Duh.
No rest.
I'm in
All right, so
dead. Nah,
no, you're not.
music
Not-
artist time.
Right. So, of course, every week we provide a platform for upcoming talent. And this week, our music artist is Noah Issa. And I am seeing the setup right now.
Noah
for
Issa. Hey.
Yes.
He's look like one of them little rich uptown youth there, man. Gee.
Yo,
And
I
then the
couldn't
last
hear
name
you.
no help him neither. Issa. Noah, how you doing?
Yo, well, go on. You can hear me?
Can you hear us?
Okay, I think I'm
I can-
not sure he can hear us. So we
I can
are
hear you.
working
Can you
that-
hear me?
Nah, are you talking?
No, we're not hearing you.
No, we're not hearing
Hold
you so
on.
well. We're going to see if we can fix the audio. But we want to make sure that we can.
Yes,
Let me see.
Ah,
We're
there
hearing
you
now,
go.
Noah.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, man.
Yes, good.
Yo,
We're hearing you
what
now.
go on?
Issa, welcome.
No, what go on, brother?
Oh, yeah, I said. Yo,
Why
good to,
we
thank you for
there,
having me.
Why the way you attack and the way you look no match at all.
No, I know.
Love
It's
it.
dangerous. Dangerous.
Tell us about who is Noah Issa in terms of the artist. How did you get in? Give us a little synopsis of your
Yeah,
musical
yeah.
journey. How you get into the business.
Artist, yeah, man. Artist, producer, songwriter. I grew up I grew up writing songs and then building rhythms and started producing for like dancehall artists since I was like maybe 14, jugglings and stuff like that. Yeah.
Who are some of the people you work with?
Elephant Man, Vibes Cartel, Wayne Marshall, Deli Ranks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did Brazilian wax rhythm and carrot oil rhythm, which were just two jugglings about maybe 2007 around then. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you do them juggling there?
yeah,
Oh, nice.
Oh, well, yeah, say you.
Yeah.
So now, what actually prompted you to want to take the spotlight? Because, it seems to me like you started behind the scenes producing and that kind of thing. So RT Spotlight, what propelled you to move front stage?
Yeah. Like I said, even before I could build rhythms, I was actually writing songs first because like that was, you just needed like a pen and paper, So I was always considered myself an artist, but I guess, there was maybe a phase where I was doing more production and then, I went back to just, producing my own songs also, which I did early on too. I just didn't really share it as much because I got more known for producing for other artists. And so I was always developing my own thing at the same time, So, but yeah, I guess in the last few years, my original music became more of the focus and kind of got me more attention than just producing.
Well, one of the things I love is that you're building music and not building an ark.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah.
All right. So,
Boys.
Noah build the ark. So, Noah, I wanted to find out from you in terms of what are you promoting now? What is as the artist now, not the producer, but the artist? What are you working on now?
I've been putting out songs. I did a song with Shaggy, so that collaboration with Shaggy, it's called
Shaggy,
Legendary.
okay.
And that's been one of the main things I've been pushing. And then since then, I've also been dropping more songs just as a solo artist. But that particular song got me, a lot more attention online and stuff like that. So that's been one of the main focuses is pushing that. And then, tons more on the way. So more to come.
Talk to us a little bit more about Legendary because I see your social media feed and you share the people's reaction. What are your thoughts on the real reaction that you're getting from just different people right across the globe just sharing their thoughts on your work?
Yeah, it's been great. Like I said, that song definitely opened up the audience. Like brought a lot more people to my page and discovered who I was and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those reaction videos are definitely, every time, one of those gets posted, it's always interesting and fun to watch and see, so definitely, the response has been great, so I understand, like, people discover it. And I don't know if you saw the whole story, how it unfolded, but Shaggy did a challenge first, which was like a TikTok challenge. So that kind of first, there was a wave of, people who discovered me through that. And then, me and Shaggy linked up and did the official song Big up to Shaggy. And yeah, so it's been great since then, you know,
So
to
Noah,
see.
you didn't build
discover.
the ark, right?
No.
But the last name, Issa now. You
Yeah.
have to link with one of them Issa people them. Who you related to?
Yeah. Yeah, my last name is Issa. I don't which one do you know? I don't know.
You know all of them. we just know. But are you favor one of them? So
Which one? I don't know.
It's not Joy. Is it Joy?
He's my cousin. Joe is my cousin. Big up Joey.
Is it John?
No.
Is it Lee?
Lee is my uncle.
All right, see, all right, so we're good. Because we want
Okay,
find
so
out.
Yeah.
But I want our listeners to hear Noah Issa, because when you hear his flow, it's absolutely wicked, absolutely sick. But
all right, Noah.
We have Noah introduce it.
Yeah, Noah, we want you to introduce it in your style, and then we'll play it here in studio.
Yeah, introduce what is this Legendary? Or which song are you doing?
Legendary, yes.
Yeah, Legendary featuring Shaggy. Big up Shaggy for helping make this one happen. You don't know. Check it out now.
Here we go.
Why know why you're not easy, you know? Instead of you jump on my remix, you send me a remix. Well, if I saw so, alright? Sing you. Yeah. How I do them, I know them dead already. How to shell it and it's rhythm to a cemetery. They never seen a true visionary. Cause everything I do is legendary. To them ever heavy, them I send me cooler than the jelly from a coconut chop open with a new machete. Who not ready, I feel run like Shelly. Girl, I tell me, say me love so nice, but it hurts so bad like Junior Kelly. Shape nice, give me the Coca-Cola buckle. She no want no waste, man, tell a boy go all a sample. Full throttle, fire blaze in the cola crackle. What about the proper girl, you hotter than a solar panel. More than your soul can handle, next to no one under them can hold a candle. If them run the show, me have my own a channel. Them not ready for me stepping on this own a battle. Bust down the door like shaking a Fiona Castle. Anything I want, manifest when I speak it. I don't need your ratings or respect, you can keep it. I'm a problem, number one threat, they can feel it, best believe it. Jamaica's best kept secret. Shut it, yo. Rhythm just run it, lyrical murder, me commit. Left them asking who done it, ready for war, them run from me. Full of machine like mechanic, me just run na extra clip and left the whole of them panic and all of shun a vomit. Me beat them professionally from the start to defend all them out of lyrics when me carry couldn't fit in and no trolley. Run the game like Monopoly, knock them up Muhammad Ali. Hotter than a summer in a Vegas or Cali. Full of a style and full of a class, some boy them hunger, full of a chat, full of a cheering at the class when man a spit lyrics with hot. Here Jamaica when me from a dance, I put me on the map, me on the chip off of the block whenever flap. Destined for greatness, haters can't stop it. Set the bar high and now them can't catch it. Dr. Borella, the latest hot topic of the whole world. Lock of the key, they in my pocket. How I do them, I know them dead already. How to shell it and it's rhythm to a cemetery. They never seen a true visionary. Cause everything I do is legendary. Everything I do is legendary. Everything I do is legendary. Everything I do is legendary.
Yo, Noah.
Yo.
Let me give you a bump like youth. Hard, you dozen.
Yo,
Noah.
youth.
Yo, you're going with the power. That was
your flow and
yeah, it was
how
good, man.
you know you and just the process of you developing your style and who are some of your musical influences.
Yeah, thank you. There's so many. I mean, Vibes Cartel, Beanie Man, Elephant Man, Sizzla, Buju Banton, Busy Signal, Wayne Marshall, Agent Sasco. Yeah, there's a lot more. Those are just some that come to mind right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Damian
let me
Marley.
tell you something.
Sean
when
Paul.
I heard that flow a while ago, I said, "Oh no, this bro is he's got to put on his own show."
Yeah,
absolutely. The flow was absolutely awesome.
No, it
Thank you.
is pretty impressive. Now, in terms of management, do you have a team? If somebody heard you just now and they're thinking like, yo, I want to book Noah Issa for an event, how can they go about booking you and tell us about your management?
Yeah, get in touch with me directly. Instagram is an easy way to reach out. That's where, I'm in touch with lots of people. I currently don't have management. So, right now, contact me, get in touch. But at this point, most of what I'm doing, I'm operating, without management really at this point. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking management? Yeah. Are you looking for management?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm open to situations like that.
Give us your social media handle.
Yeah.
At Noah Issa.
Okay,
on
real
all
simple.
platforms.
Yeah, and like I said, Instagram is probably the best way to get in touch. You know.
All right, so that's the one you're on.
Are your family supportive of your music? What do they think about your talent and your songs?
They hate it.
Oh wow!
No,
I
they're
actually
great.
expected that.
No, that's not true. No, that my family is great. They're very
Okay.
supportive. Yeah, you know.
Oh, really?
I mean, as supportive as they can be, you know, after a while they realized I wasn't really gonna do anything else. So
Right. So they must
yeah,
work with you.
just work with it. Yeah.
I love it. But you have talent.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Yeah.
keep doing what you're doing, my brother,
Absolutely.
because you sound good and you
And
execute
send us your
on the flow.
music. We'll
Send us your
absolutely
stuff,
add
bro.
it to our playlist.
Yeah.
Send
For real,
us
for
your
real.
stuff. We'll add it.
Great. Thank you.
All right, Noah. Anybody you want to
what's
big up
next
before
for
you
you?
go, Noah? Anybody?
Yeah, yo, big up contractor.
Music marketing.
Sean. Yeah, you know, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Sean, I know him.
Contractor. Big up Sean. And just big up everybody who's been listening and supporting online and everybody on Instagram and yeah, anybody who's been showing love, you know.
All right.
Yeah, and big up, keep doing it. Real talent.
Noah, keep shining, brother.
Yo, thank you. IRFM. Big up.
Big up.
All right,
Love,
bless up. That's our
love,
music
love.
artist.
All
Noah
right.
Issa. Get used to the name. You'll be hearing lots more of his music.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, he is very connected in the corporate world, but the brother has a flow.
Music
My
is his thing. No, his
goodness.
flow is absolutely wicked. I
Yeah.
saw the reaction of persons online, like, you know, once we started playing that track, like it's not what
We
you're
want that track there.
expecting.
We want
You
that track.
already have it. It's in your email. All you have to do is add to your playlist and hit play.
You send it to me.
Yes.
Kish, wow, stop.
You have it. You have it.
I got it.
All right.
All
I
right.
think we have another big up before we get to our main guests.
Portland
we have,
Splash.
of course, Stephen and Chino.
All right, we're going to go directly to our main acts right now, which would be Chino and Stephen McGregor. I think.
Oh, that's just all right. Okay, awesomeness.
All right, so we're gonna play Chino's song. All right, so we're gonna drop Chino's song.
It's
Let's
a
do this.
collaboration.
And then see Chino, see Stephen there.
We're
And
seeing
there comes
Stephen,
Chino.
We're seeing Chino.
Man, the man, they look rich, even. All right.
Hey. What's going on? Yeah.
From morning, we are hustling, put we all in. When we work, we not pre, not stalling. From morning, yeah, that's how we stay. We never ever change. We never ever change. No, we never switch, no, we never miss, no, we never itch none tall. Cause we are rich, so Steve, we go mix this beat over this vocal. We not take that attack from the snake in the grass. Try stop with paper, we take it to art. Hate and attack them fake from the start, but we still are head straight to the top. From morning, we are hustling, put we all in. When we work, we not free, not stalling. From morning, yeah, that's how we stay. We never ever change. We never ever change. Try them wire lights out, fly them out, try to style it like joke. No love life, them love likes and like cloud. Pray for your flight, blow up when time you fly out. Good thing me not like God, gotta guide us. Your landmark, Jah protect me, Jah bless me. The weapon we farm prosper against me. Backstab me, bless.
All right, that's joining us. It's the EBUZZ, and we have the members of the ship, the captains. We have the captain, and also we have the members of the ship online with us, Chino and Stephen McGregor. Brothers, welcome.
Welcome.
Yes.
Big up Bones, Kashima, what's up?
Bless up.
I wanted to.
Can I just tell you this?
Yeah.
Both of you, your Reggae SunFest performance, when I saw Chino run out, Steve run out, I say, yo, the man them dapper. Like the outfit, the fashion, everything was just on point. And easily, by the time the living legend came out on stage, it was just such a powerful performance. It brought a lot of people to tears. But what was the vibe like for Stephen and Chino on stage with your dad? Did you feel what the audience felt, and what was that like for you?
I mean, for us, we're just doing what we do and what we came there to do, which was to deliver set, and just a awesome presentation to the audience. So I mean, we definitely felt the love from the audience, and we saw the emotions. But I mean, being there on stage, we were just in game mode and go mode, and we were here for nice up the place.
One of the things I didn't get a chance to see you brothers because you were bombarded by the paparazzis at SunFest. No lie, they were in demand. So if I really, mere mortals like me, they couldn't have a chance. But I watched the performance from front stage, and the energy that you brothers put out. And one of the things that I loved is that one of the things that I realized that a lot of artists don't use up the stage the way you guys, you were left to right to the, you just use the entire stage and try to get everybody involved in what you were doing. And on top of that, the vocal quality was awesome.
Clarity.
You remember, Kish, we were talking about people who were up there and they're out of breath and them sound like them can't execute the tune them. You brothers were on point, 10 out of 10 in terms of the performance, 10 out of 10 in terms of the outfits, and on top of that, 10 out of 10 for the support of the captain of the ship. How do you feel, as you say, performing with your father? And it has been years that you guys haven't been on SunFest. How long has it been now that you didn't grace a SunFest stage?
It's been a while, for real. I think a good maybe a decade, maybe 10 years.
Oh, that. It's been a long time.
Yes,
So I wanted to get the vibe that you were feeling in terms of this length of time that you didn't get a chance to go on the stage, and then you're there now. Thousands of people looking at you, thousands of people hearing you, and on top of that, you're here performing with your dad. What was that feeling like? Can you describe it, Steve?
I mean, it's amazing. It's always a blessing. I said this every time somebody asks me something along those lines. It's a blessing to be able to do it with family. Most importantly, family is always. I mean, family is the most important thing in general. But when we get to collaborate as a creative unit together too, and to give back to the people like that, especially our people in Jamaica, it means the world, and we get to be there left and right to the captain, and reintroduce him to theme place, to theme people them. But that was the best feeling, and to witness him getting the love, that was the most important for me. Like seeing him getting that love and support from everybody. And it just made my whole. I was just on the stage, just floating, just seeing that.
You were like all smiles during your set, and as you mentioned, Stephen, that it has been roughly 10 years since you have really graced the Reggae SunFest stage, which is one of the biggest stages locally.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you and Chino get that feeling, get that vibe, like the presentation with your dad? It was almost like an introduction to say, here are my sons, the Big Ship family, the McGregors, because even during your set, that seemed to be, one of the themes, one of the highlights, one of the things that you wanted us to get and understand. Did it feel like it was almost like, not necessarily a passing on of the baton, but almost like this introduction to the local audience, like this is Big Ship, the McGregors?
Yeah. I mean,
Chino and Steven, I think both of you can take it because you will have different views.
I mean, passing on the baton, I mean, somewhat, so to speak, but I mean, most importantly, the emphasis on the goal was to show the family unit. You understand? Obviously, us there coming to do what we do, and displaying and reminding them of the catalog and the talent and the class, and also just displaying the family unit. With us and my old man, of course. So yeah.
I think that was our theme, because I think right after us, the Morgan Heritage, I think, went on and kind of further
awesome too.
Did what Chino said, that family unit, and the crowd. I appreciate that energy for real.
You know what, too? Sorry, Bones. Your performance was also, to me, a symbolization of love, family, and what it means to be supportive. We know of your dad as somebody who is, like a leader. He's always that take charge type. And what is it like for him, in that moment where he relied heavily on both of you and, still captain of the big ship?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you rightfully say, he's still captain. In that moment, with us really, with us bouncing off each other and feeding off each other's energy. So, I mean, for the most part, a lot of what you saw on stage was, I mean, yeah, we rehearse and, I mean, things that we do over the years, that's kind of second nature. But, not also a lot of what you see on stage was pretty much impromptu. You know what I mean? Just again feeding off each other's. We know what to do, where to do, when to do, how to do. You understand? And that's a result of again the family unit and us knowing each other like that. And you know what I mean? Just the natural, just being there.
And Chino, one thing that we have to do is we're going to take a break and we'll be right back. Super.
Sale! It's Greenwood Plaza's sizzling summer sale from now until July 30. Yes, you heard it right. Up to 40% off a wide variety of tiles and bathroom fixtures. So what are you waiting for? Don't miss out on the amazing deals. Visit any of our 2 locations. The time by Greenwood Plaza's sizzling summer sale is...
It is 9:32 and it's the EBUZZ right here. All right, so we're picking up.
Yes, Chino,
you were saying, Chino.
Yes.
Yeah, so again, family unit, just feeding off each other's energy and, knowing what to do, where to, support each other and where to, and most importantly, we're just having fun on stage, really. Really. We're just really having.
One of the most touching points for me is Freddie McGregor. We had him on this program a week or 2 ago. And he mentioned the prayers that people gave to him, and he says the prayers are working. He uttered the same thing on stage, and he broke down into tears on stage. It was so beautiful. But my highlight for me was when I was able to check Freddie in his bus. So we go around, check him round at the bus, and me and him had a wonderful conversation. He was just giving thanks. I did not know that he was traveling. He was coming from Korea or one of them places.
We came fresh off the Far East reggae cruise in Japan. Yeah, went to Japan and Korea. And back to Japan. Then we left straight from there to Mobe.
Wow. And that's a long piece of flight,
I know.
But
I know.
You have to do what you have to do.
I know both Chino and Stephen, you have successful careers. Will reggae lovers worldwide, will we see more of the Big Ship family, the McGregors, all 3 of you, and including your sister as well, performing together? Will fans get more of that?
Yeah, definitely. We have a lot of collaborative work together right now that we're putting out. And yeah, generally just, we're gonna be outside together as a unit, and just putting out the work and displaying the same family unit, displaying the same vibes, across the world. We have a couple of dates coming up in the UK. In the coming month. And then and besides that, we have our project we're about to drop, myself and Chino, the sound of the ship.
That was the next question.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I wanted to ask in terms of what collaborative work that you're going to be doing. Tell us about the new projects that you have.
Yeah, so the first one up is the sound of the ship. That's our collaborative project between myself and Chino. We're dropping the first single, Luca Girl. That's the new song we performed on SunFest.
Right, I heard that. Yes, that's
we're dropping that song on Friday.
Yeah.
So that's the first single from that project, and then we'll announce the project and drop it right after. Well, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I'm super excited for that project, right? And the music on that is insane.
Yeah, for sure.
People you worked with. I know, Stephen, you're a man who is a genius, as I call you. So you do all of the work. But other people, did you work with other people in terms of musicians or producers, or in terms of
on this project?
Yes.
No. This project is just me, myself, and Chino.
That's it. right?
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Take us
awesome.
back to the creation process of Look a Girl. I mean, it's well put together. We expect no less. Hello, lyricist. But then just how it was delivered live, because that was the first time I was hearing the track live on the SunFest stage. But take us back to the creation process and how the idea was born.
Chino. I think it's just like that's kind of just me and Chino process. We always kind of just come up with the craziest things, kind of just bouncing off of each other energy. Yeah. But then the most important thing for that record though is a very strong, serious message. What it's saying it's not just like a girl song,
right?
Because it does emphasize like man them to stop shoot and look a girl and kind of choose the girls over the violence and that kind of thing. But we do it in like a light-hearted way, so it don't feel preachy.
Right.
And it's a really fun song, and the video is super fun to when the video come out. But yeah, it's just like we kind of just wanted to relay that message and deliver that message in a light, feel-good way, so all of the generations can feel it. And Look a Girl, obviously that energy from like the '60s, so it get everybody involved. You know what I mean? But it's just the same process.
One of the things
I think Chino wanted to come in.
Yeah, Chino, go ahead.
No, I'm good. He said it all.
So, all right, one of the things I wanted to find out now, with the captain, in his recovery stages, can we we want to make sure that we give him his flowers while we can give it to him right now. So
yes,
Freddie, we love you. Keep doing the music. Keep being the
legend
that you are. Huh?
He's watching, by the way.
Oh yes. All right.
Hi, Freddie.
So Freddie, we love you. Keep shining. Keep doing what you're doing. Can we look out for things like? I mean, you brothers have been. The whole ship has always sailed through rough seas and smooth oceans. But one thing you will always see on ships is merchandise. Always. Can we look to see merch from the Big Ship family in terms
man. So the Big Ship merch
Woo,
on the way. And the merch, look out for the merch store.
How soon?
ASAP.
As soon as possible. Okay. We're looking forward to that.
That is very, 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 very soon. And then, is there a timeline for the collaborative project, Stephen Chino?
Yeah.
How soon we can expect
so the first single comes out on Friday, and then
video.
and then the video, and then we'll drop the project following that. Drop the entire. I in the studio right now putting the final touches on the master. It's a computer in front of me right now.
Okay, awesome. Stay working. What is that vibe like? You know, like just with you and your brother working, and how do you deal with like say differences in opinions or ideas, and like what's that like, and how do you come to a mutual agreement or make a determination with regards to which direction is best?
I mean, honestly, it's actually quite the opposite. So we gel that great together, where we share similar thought process. So which a lot easy. So you know what I mean, we think the same, we're on the same wavelength musically, and you know what I mean, we just know where to go with it. Like Stephen knows the right beats and the right production that can draw the best out of both myself and us together collectively. And you know what I mean, so like this project was literally like Stephen just coming up with an idea, yo, what do you think about this? And then immediately we just, you know what I mean, like demo, you know what I mean, a whole verse or something, or we're just in the studio together vibing. So even with this project, we'll have a trailer and like a mini doc. So you see the actual process of actually like literally just coming up with the songs and the ideas and the lyrics from scratch and putting it together. So that would be interesting too also.
Well, we're looking forward to that, and that this is something that is going to be kind of a game changer, because you've always thought outside of the box, and doing the presentation this way is was absolutely going to be awesome. One of the things I wanted to find out from you brothers in terms of when can your fans see you again in Jamaica? You know, they are UK, they are so and this. Where can we?
Already, the ship outside, the whole ship. So, outside. A whole heap this year.
We're going to see you in Jamaica a whole heap this year?
Yes, for sure.
Can you give us, when is the next time that you'll be in Jamaica performing?
Well, I mean, there's as for now, there's no confirmed date
Got you. Okay.
for Jamaica. But I mean, like the G outside, you know, what I mean, it's outside of performances. I mean, naturally, we'll be, you know, campaigning and supporting the project. So.
Right. So we'll see you in the streets.
Look,
Yep.
I'm so proud of you. I can just imagine how your dad and the rest of your family just feel. And Stephen, I have never seen you like that, work a stage like that, and just do your thing, football box and a DJ. I'm like, what?
But I mean, honestly, because a couple people will say that to me, but I honestly, I mean, if you look at my family, you know, I learned from the best. The captain is obviously one of the greatest entertainers from our country. So learn from him. Chino again is one of the best performers to me, vocally in everything. So I guess it naturally rub off.
And big up Shima too.
Yeah, Shima like
Beth,
amazing. The whole family.
Her vocals are absolutely awesome, and I know she does a lot of background and backing vocals. But she has a hell of a voice, and we want to big her up, big up Shima all the time. We want to big up the entire family. It's so good to have you.
Before you go, I really just want to state this because I can think of two words: reggae royalty. Right? And with the exception of the Marleys, I truly cannot think of another family with such a vast catalog of classics. And the next generation is just exceptionally talented to the point where they can launch a successful world tour from just the work put in by their dad. You know, just how things are when you think about the McGregors. And simply put, this is just reggae royalty.
Yeah, I think the unique situation with this is that, I mean, I think we're the few, if not the only, like first and generation and second generation family of active musicians, meaning actively, you know, I mean, out there with his hits and his huge fan base, and us like we have our individual fan base and hits and catalog, you know what I mean? So when we collab together on stage, it's a melting pot. You get a generational gap, and that's niceness. So
and you know, Kishima told you that, but I only say it very simply: keep the ship steady on the ocean, big ship sailing on the ocean. And you're going to go through some choppy waters. You're going to go through some smooth waters. But the ship will never sink. It will always dock at the port at the right time. And the people will be able to come on board and enjoy the cruise with you folks, right? So big up to the entire Big Ship family.
Continue being great.
Keep being great.
Yeah, man.
Genius!
For listeners, you've heard it here first. The statement, reggae royalty, the next gen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
The bosses.
Yeah,
Stephen and Chino McGregor.
Let's up to Freddie watching. Chino, by the way, before you leave, a lot of persons are saying that, oh my gosh, like Chino, his voice he's a singer.
Yeah.
DJ and thing. What do you do when you hear this, when people are saying that, you know, why don't you sing more?
I mean, I laugh really and true, because like I did a recent performance, like a tribute thing on stage, a tribute they had. I did like a tribute to my father, and I was singing his songs. And I was reading through the comments, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do vocal training and this and that." And I laugh. I've never done any professional training, but this is not new. I've always been doing this. I mean, I would think. Majority of my hits are predominantly dancehall or a dancehall rhythm, so naturally a specific tailored delivery would be the approach for that. So you won't hear a lot of like straight out singing. You understand? But I've always been singing.
But Chino, you know that song.
Morning, I'm singing it from morning. From morning.
All right, that was it. That was what I was going to say. I have never heard a voice. I've never heard a voice sound exactly like Freddie when you say from morning. And I'm sure you've been told. I said, I am listening to Freddie right there. with a young twist on it. Here. It's a song I play all the time.
It is also selfless of both of you too, because like I mentioned before, you both have successful careers. and you understand the importance of legacy.
Yeah.
And here you are. We're looking out for the joint project. And for persons who are around the world, they're going to be in your area next.
Anybody you guys want to big up before we go?
Yo, big up the whole of Jamaica first and foremost. You understand? Thanks for the continued love and support. You understand? I mean, we definitely saw that and felt that in Jamaica.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, if there was any doubt, like, I mean, that love is, I mean, that was renewed for sure. So big up our family, our musical family. I mean, the whole team. I mean, big up the Code Red Band, big up Mr. D, big up Shima, big up Anne Marie. I mean, big up Jason, the engineer, the whole team that I mean did their part. Big up Biggs, everybody that did their part to make the presentation was. I mean, we ended up with arguably, we made history.
Yes,
We made
that you did, for sure. How about you, Stephen?
I mean, kind of mirroring Chino. I almost think they're gonna say, big up to the friends and fans.
And the enemies.
But no, same. I mean, Chino said all a while ago.
Yeah.
But just mirroring what them said, like big up to everybody for the love. We definitely feel that energy. And like I said, my key fan I said over and over, I just really love seeing the captain get him flowers in real time. Just
love that.
Be there in that moment with him and see the people and him giving him that love. That was my favorite part of the whole experience. Just to watch that and see. I mean, him already knows that Jamaica love him and team plays, but just to watch him get it renewed in real time.
I personally want to big up the captain right now. I know he's watching. And Freddie, love you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, absolutely. Living legend. Look, it's always a great time. Chino, Stephen McGregor, thank you so much. And we're looking out for more awesome stuff from the McGregors as usual.
Respect, my brothers. Enough love.
Thank you.
Love.
Love every time.
All right. Awesomeness.
Yeah, man. Cool. I love it. Freddie McGregor's son's here with us, and Freddie's watching Stephen and Chino McGregor.
Big up, of course.
Big ship sailing on the ocean.
Freddie McGregor. And thank you so much, Freddie, for that awesome video that you did with Bones. I truly felt the love, when I watched the video, because I was watching the performance and I was just like bawling. And then, I got your video. And then Freddie was like, Kishima, we love you. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is just perfect timing. So it's just pure awesomeness. Absolutely. Love it. And like both Chino and Stephen said, this is historic. And it's great when you can be crowned in your own country. And Freddie McGregor is legendary and very fitting.
Big up, Stephen, Chino, Freddie. Love. We are moving on to a big up now, which is the Portland Splash. No, sir. The amount of splash we soon drown the way we are party. So we're going to be talking to Lewin Brown. Let's hope Lewin, you're online with us. Lewin, welcome. This phone line. What about Lewin now? Here we.
Lewin, can you hear us?
Yes.
But Portland Splash Reload.
Yeah,
it happens on Sunday, July 30 at Boston Beach.
Let me see if I got this one.
Or was it?
What is it?
Was it the St. Thomas Jerk Festival?
Yes.
Put on your glasses, man.
No. This is what I have here, darling. Right here. So, and I don't see it here.
So it was Barrington Gordon. Is Barrington Gordon we're talking to,
Barrington, you there?
No, I talk to the old Gangali Louis culture. No.
Watch out now. See what me I talk about now.
Look here
now, man. Man, a old Gangali. Right. So, talk to us about the big party now, the big event.
Yeah, man, Portland Splash of the Portland people, them, and the whole Jamaica.
Boston
Beach.
Yes.
Sunday coming July the 30th. You don't know artists, Laura, all who know they on the flyer, you go to there, you see it. You have the Great Monty Killer, you have Maca Diamond, female.
Yes.
You don't know original. Frisco Kid. You don't know.
What?
Man like Bugle. Sky God Cargo. Special guest Sizzla Kalanji. Special guest Capleton the Fireman. And we have a very special guest who we now call him here. We are making surprise the people then. And you don't know, many more artists gonna be there, right from Boston Beach in a Portland.
Hey,
Okay, so
I love it.
With an awesome lineup like that, and plus with whole heap of surprises, what's the admission and where can we get tickets?
Very, very cheap. $3,000 pre-sold and $5,000 at the gate.
Oh, that's very cheap. What time should people get there?
Very early, because the show start like 3 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's a Sunday show, so it's a day show.
Right. So we then come out early.
Yes, so we have tickets at Mansion Hill gas station in Portland. We have down Brands Bay, Total at Brands Bay too. We have Shoppers Fair in Buff Bay. Same way in Ocho Riot. We have Papa D, the fruits man in Port Antonio.
Right.
And tell it Silas right at the pedestrian crossing. Yeah, man.
But this sound good, Gangali. In Gangali, this sound very good.
I've been a great thing. Remember Portland Special going from the 90s now, but with the break it, you know.
Yes,
So
yes.
We are bring it forward now for the people, them. So we have to give them a fully loaded amount.
No, man, this sound
And
good.
what time should we come out to the event? How early?
He said 3.
Gate up at 10 o'clock, you know. Because you know, Boston Beach, that stone love up on the beach, too, you know.
What?
So you know, no joke thing.
And 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m., right through. As the show start 3 o'clock in the evening.
No, man, this is awesome. So we're talking about Bounty Killer, Louis Culture, Maca Diamond, Christopher Martin, Frisco Kid, Sky God Cargo, Bugle. And so you know, tell me who the special guest is, right? That's a secret.
One of the special guests is Sizzla Kalanji. One is
wow.
Chieftain. And then the other one is Anonymous when the people them come. Especially the girls them.
Oh, I think I know his who. I know his who. I know his who.
Okay.
But I'm not going to say his who, but I know his who. For you say about the girls. I know his who. Yeah, man, I know his who. And they need to come out to see him. Because he's a youth.
Yes, man.
Yes, so come out to see him. The girls.
I think I know his who.
Yes, you know his who
think
too.
I know his who.
Yeah, man, you know his who.
It just hit me.
Yeah, man,
But
I know
we
his
wish you all the best. You know, like you said, this event is not new. We just,
Took a
returning
break,
after
yeah.
some time. So I know it's going to be awesome.
So you're saying admission is $3,000 pre-sold, $5,000 at the gate, and there's a VIP for $10,000.
VIP for $10,000 with a table.
Yeah,
And a Moscato. So you don't know it, you know.
that's rich. I like it. Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's nice.
All right, my boss.
You know the people them things, so we have to make the people them nice.
Well, Lou, you have to come in a studio again in a long time. We don't see you.
Yes, long time.
Long time.
Yes, man. So we're going to make the link.
Set it up.
Yeah, man, we organize it, man. Because I know.
Exactly,
Yes.
me dan. So we got you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, just keep up the good work. Kashima, big up yourself, you know.
Thank you so much. Bless up, Louis
Yes,
Culture.
me
Yeah,
dan.
man.
Enough love. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, the 30th of July, this Sunday coming, Boston Beach, Portland Splash. Them better reach.
Woot, woot.
Big up.
All right, thank you so much. So that's Louis Culture. You're here. You better reach Portland Splash. So make sure you check it out Sunday, July 30, Boston Beach in Portland.
There's another one coming up, This is the St. Thomas Jerk Festival. So that is another big up coming up shortly. We're going to be talking. And we don't have much time,
But we definitely have time for Barrington Gordon to just talk about it. It happens when? On Sunday, July 30. But this is in St. Thomas.
Barrington, you live?
Yeah, man, live and direct.
All right. Talk to
let's
us.
jump right into it. St. Thomas Jerk Festival. When is it? Where is it? What time should we get there? And who is on the lineup?
Yeah, man, Tar is the name, black like tar. So them call me. Barrington Garden is the real name. Tar is
Yes.
black like tar.
All right, sorry. Big up.
I love me Dan. Talk to us about the St. Thomas Jerk Festival. Where is it? When is it? What time we need to get there? Who is on the bill? And what's the admission?
All right, St. Thomas Jerk Festival has been around for 2018. Well, the corona paused and thing, because we just come out,
Right.
so we have to press press gas. So it's on Sunday, July 30, at the Licensed Pavilion, Marant Bay, St. Thomas.
Wow.
So once you drive past the Marant Bay Hospital, you soon get there. It's about 2 miles going east on the right-hand side. The Licensed Pavilion, you can't miss it. So we have Da Vinci, Lali, Kevin Downswell, Kukudu, Pachake, and we have local artists also doing service to the man from Augustown. Kids $2,500 pre-sold, 2,000 pre-sold, and they ride all day. Adult 2,500, and at the gate of more. So.
What about it? You have a VIP?
Well, we have a little V something, but it's not a V as the VIP. There's a little something.
What you call it? Something?
Friend them can come and enjoy themselves differently.
How much we got there, sir?
5,000.
All right.
Okay.
Parking and everything set up, your security tight, everything right.
Everything nice, because, St. Thomas Road Festival move on the seat. So, we have everything different. And we have some different kind of meat and thing. We have the reindeer meat, the rabbit meat. We have a thing called the busu soup. And then there's a lot of people come and enjoy them thing there.
Yeah, the busu soup.
A long time people don't eat reindeer in Jamaica.
No, a long time I don't eat no deer. And the deer delicious. It tastes good.
Yes.
Kind of gamey, but it's nice.
Check out the thing on Kishima.
Yeah, man, forward. Yeah, man. Just make sure you chop up some reindeer for me. Yes, sir.
Yes, we have it live and direct,
Yeah, man. And the buzu soup, how that go?
Well, the buzu soup is a thing like, it's almost like a snail thing, but you only find it in the river and the river.
Right. We know, man.
Somewhere there before the river come down. So right now we have it here. Well ready for the people then.
Set up a pot for me here.
A pot, bones, like a whole pot?
Yeah, man, because it ain't enough. Ain't enough long there, Set up a pot, yeah, because me and my friend them a come.
I want to tell the people, St. Thomas, remember say only St. Thomas now on a good road.
Yeah, oh, well, talk about that.
Before you get good road, you have a bad road, you do good road.
Right.
So I don't put them time and come out, leave town early, leave Ochi, leave where you leave early. So you can just take your time and come, you don't want nobody puncture on the road and thing.
Right.
And just come out and enjoy yourself. Come out early because we have the reggae fall, Bart Mountain. You can go to enjoy yourself.
Right.
Then you come back at Jerk Fest and enjoy the rest of the day. You don't have to come late when in the evening. Just come out early. And you can go a reggae fall. You can go a Bart Fountain. But when the water come out of the rock.
Right.
You hear about that bones. You know what about it?
Yes, man.
Yes.
But say when me I talk to you, me swear say Barry G come on the radio,
No, this is the counter for you.
Because it's Barrington Gordon. Yeah. Ow. Yes.
But Tari, look here. We wish you all the best. We hear the passion with which you speak about this
sound
event.
good, brother. Sound
good.
Man.
So we wish you all the best, man.
And we have to push the parish because but me have to put it on the map and make people know so we're there.
True.
Yes.
I agree.
I have to look forward to. I mean, your popcorn come back with the thing. It will come forward with it, but we don't hear it yet. But this is the only thing when St. Thomas people look forward. So me have to push it out there. The people see it, people hear it. And I want to speak up my sponsors them.
Go ahead.
Auto, 360, Restaurant, Denisian Gas, Flawless. I will about people who try to give one little something.
A little strength, yeah.
We can't have a major sponsor in our bones.
See.
So we have to push it in. Understand?
See.
And big up RFF because Mr. Evans is a very good man. I don't know him, but him try to help me this year.
All right.
You understand?
Wow.
All right.
Tari, bless up.
Big up yourself. You hear me, Dan?
Enough love, my family.
All right. Barrington Gordon. All right. Enough love. You're Portland Splash. Reloaded. Sunday,
that's
July.
St. Thomas Jerk Festival, so be sure to check it out.
Yeah, that's definitely the St. Thomas thing. It's awesome. And I love the buzo soup. I have to go line up that for me.
I know you said that you wanted a whole pot.
Yeah, man, it tastes good and it's flavorful.
No, you may have to go run a research on the soup.
But true,
we don't know much about it.
It was a soup. Nice.
Research on it.
We are out of time, so we're going to get out of here for this beautiful Wednesday.
The entire team.
So we want to say a special thanks for producers Shamara Preston, Vivian Stewart, Jody and Dawkins, and Rashona Fitz-Henley, who's in studio with us here, and our technical operators, DJ Lollipop, studio engineer DJ Kemar, and our telephone operator, Jody K. Tucker. And of course, we have to big up the social media specialist, right?
Peter Broadbath. Thank you so much. And big up also to Noah Issa and, of course, Chino and Stephen McGregor.
Definitely. Join us next week for another exciting edition of the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. Muta Baruka is up next with The Cutting Edge.
We out.